then, as you get the debuff, you have to watch where the siren's coming out and then run to the opposite side of the boat and hopefully on an angle to get rid of it. But then if there's crap over there, you can't go there. And that's the problem.
So what I've done on another team is that there's let's say there's 4 people over there, 4 or 5 ranged, because there's usually a healer to take. The healer goes to the other side of the boat that we come to, and the range go on the side that we come into, and we each take lanes. So 4 people can go on one side of the boat. And so once you get the debuff, you just come forward. And you stay in your lane, you don't go into the other person's lane. Then you're not worried about other people's fucking shit that they're dropping.
Yeah, but how do you... Problem is that's not going to work because you don't necessarily know where the siren comes out.
No, you don't. But you do have enough time
it does
to
switch
react
sides. It switch sides every time.
I don't think it would switch sides.
No, it's random.
It's random, but you have enough time to where you can see it coming in on the side and you can move. Because I have enough time to pop a cooldown if I am being targeted, because I know I'm being targeted. I can pop Bark Skin or my shell or something like that because I know I'm being pulled through shit.
You get the warning 3-4 seconds ahead of time that you're being targeted. So that's the problem I think we're running into also, is that people who are getting the warnings aren't running away.
Because I think you have maybe 3-ish, 4 seconds to react.
I think you have almost 5 seconds to run away, but it's that there's still everything else going on at the same time. And it's just it's personal awareness to find out exactly where you're going, where you're stepping, and everybody needs to switch over. And yes, you need the extra DPS on that side, but then later on, it's going to screw you over later because you put the extra DPS on the one side, then you're not going to have enough DPS on the other side. For now, it's fine, but later it's cause problems.
I think we had maybe 3 DPS on the other side, and there was 4 or 5 on the side that has a siren. And we had to stop at one point to not DPS for 3 or 4 seconds. So I don't think, because on the other side it doesn't seem like you guys have enough or have as many mechanics to deal with.
Well, yesterday we were fine. We were ahead yesterday for a good chunk, and then people started dying. And that's where we got behind. We were pretty much on par. When you put the extra DPS on that side, we were pretty much on par the entire time through until we started losing. Once we started losing people is when everything went to shit.
Watch this right now. Okay.
That's not really quick. This entire time, we've been doing this fight how many times, and the conversation always devolves into, the mechanics are in the way, I can't do the fight. That's part of the fight. Get over it and find a way around it.
I don't know.
You're not gonna
Possibly.
be a dick about it, though.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, whatever. Let's go. I just sort of walked into it. I was like, what the heck? But that video is pretty good. Fucking music's fantastic.
We just have to work on our communication.
Basically, what it comes down to is if you go to drop this circles, it's best to stay away from the very corners because they seem to always spawn in the corners. If you hug the sides of the boat or the fore or the aft in between the corners, then it should be okay.
Or drop the shit right in the middle and just tank the boss to one of the sides.
And from what I gather, I am a tank, but whatever. It doesn't appear that those spheres do it so much damage that the melee need to avoid them. We need all damage on those sirens, no excuses.
I mean, they do enough to where you can't stack all of them on each other.
No.
No, but one in the way, someone's going to die. Pop a defensive and go stand on it and kill the shit and then run out. That's called finding your way around mechanics.
We're not here to taunt them. Focus on the ritual. We must ensure all our people make it out.
Oh, we will. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy myself while doing it.
Put a stop to whatever ritual those cult tyrants are attempting. Do quell their blathering while you're at it.
By the way, did you ever figure out your appliances?
Nope.
Hey, it's your favorite ad.
What's wrong with your appliances?
I still don't have a washer and dryer.
Oh,
Were
no,
they
now
supposed
you're
to
gonna
be?
stink.
Yeah, I started this process back in September.
Okay, that was part of the house deal?
No.
Or did you have to get them?
Sorry, I didn't mean to open a can of whoop ass. I was just asking because you.
That's not the term you were looking for.
No, I didn't mean to open a can of worms. I was just asking a question because I know you were asking about it earlier and we haven't talked.
No, I'm not happy with the results on this. I can't get the one I want.
But you can't make it negligible how difficult it can be to do all that stuff. Like, yes, we know what to do, but it's not easy to do it all the time.
I think we're in two different
Are we still
conversations.
talking about the fight or the washer and dryer?
Washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer. Cal's talking about the fight.
Cal's 5 miles away in the conversation.
That's okay.
I agree with both of you. You know, Cal made some pretty great points about the washer dryer.
It's been a frustrating process. Fine. The ones I wanted, the builders would not allow into the house.
Why?
Because because I wanted the black stainless steel one.
Right?
Their concern was that if it gets scratched, they don't want to cover it, so they're not going to allow them in. Well, I won't be able to have any of them installed
Next year.
until I take the house. Even though I'm paying them to install a bunch of things. That was annoying.
So are you going to go ahead and get rid of them right away and put new ones in?
No, I got the same ones, just in steel. That's different color, silver.
Ah.
Black.
So they actually got you a pair?
Of all my other appliances.
Oh, okay.
Dryer's not available anymore. No, LG doesn't make it.
No, it's not a bad thing having. You could have Samsung washer and dryer in the other room.
No, I can't. Because Samsung
You can't have the other. What?
is the Samsung washer and dryer. The additional parts open up on top, and there's only about 1.5 inches of space above it. That's not enough room to open the top and put anything in. It has to be front load.
Doesn't Samsung makes front load?
Not the additional. They make front loads, but then the additional twin wash that's on top of it is opened on the top, not the front, like the LG does.
Sounds like you have a problemo.
Yeah, it's been frustrating.
How about GE or Bosch?
I look, none of them have.
Why do you need the twin wash exactly? What does it do?
Man,
Save space.
2 loads at once.
2 loads at the same time.
Why would you need to have 2 loads?
He likes to party.
To wash
I guess so.
To wash for
Yeah,
6
don't-
kids.
No, I get it.
Don't
I
take
mean,
shame.
Is this
So
a
when
callback
he-
to Ironforge?
So when he gets his girlfriend, he doesn't want his, clothes in with her. So.
No, it doesn't
Clean
work
his
that
murder
way.
kit.
Or
It's fine
crazy
for like
theory.
delicates and stuff like that.
so
on
you can
top.
just do a shitload of laundry at once and not have to worry about it for a while.
Pretty much.
I get it.
I call that laziness.
Side note, it makes it so you don't have to you can just get your whites and your colors done at the same time.
Dev, it's 2019. There's no segregation anymore.
Fact.
Yeah,
Zach.
seriously.
There isn't my laundry.
When I used to
2
live in the
things.
apartment, I would go down and use 6 machines at once.
I don't get it. I just have 2 pairs.
That's a lot of quarters.
I only have 3 or 4 loads, and there's several people in this house.
Yeah, I wait till pretty much almost everything.
See, my eldest does that. He waits until every damn shirt he owns is dirty, and
Not
he could go.
everything, but the vast majority. Plus,
Yeah,
then I do bedding, then I do all the other stuff all at once. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to keep going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I just want to go throw it all in, come back in an hour, move it, leave, come back in an hour, grab all of it, go back, put it away.
Well,
I
the
don't
good
mean-
thing is
I
you're
don't be doing laundry all day long.
not going up and down anymore.
But I'm talking about when I was in the apartment.
Correct.
Okay.
Shut up, DPS.
I mean, I can handle one side, but I go before we make it back onto the bridge. I don't know. How do you feel, Thak? You heal the other side by yourself?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like I think two and two is safer because you are running out of.
Well, we
Mana
have less?
and
We have
effort.
less than last night, so it's gonna scale a little bit, right?
We do.
Yes.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So
I could
maybe.
try
I mean,
it.
let's just try this and see how it works. And Ona, get ready to innervate me when we come back.
And I need fortitude 2 then, yes?
Yes.
Well, whoever the lone healer is can get the wisdom.
Yeah.
There. 2
Well,
lone
I'll take
healers.
I think there's 2 lone healers.
Oh, you're going DPS. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna try this.
Because as long as the Oilers just got a goal, nice. As long as we sink the circles back on this wharf, then we should.
Do we need a
those
cauldron
circles,
or?
you need 3 people to talk or stand.
Is it only 3?
That's my understanding.
Okay. Flask. I mean, I have my own flask, and if anybody else needs flask, if you don't want, just put down a cauldron. I'll give you some flasks. I don't have any stamina flasks.
Well, if you focus on making those and not intellect, I've got like a shit ton of
How
those.
many stem flasks do you need?
I don't need any right now. I don't even need to make
Oh.
another cauldron yet.
I have 4 stam, 4 agility, 2.
Don't. Hey, this is mine. Grim, can I move to the other side? I am more beneficial on the other side.
Oh, am I doing green now?
Yep.
Oh, that's fun. I haven't seen that one. Does the tank need to worry about anything?
Just dodge the electric.
Gotcha.
One.
Or not.
Okay.
Alright. But it's not all about putting all the ranged on one boat and then you're fucked on DPS. Both boats need to go even on total damage as well.
It isn't, but if we get fucked and we don't get the siren down, I can at least disengage back on and not lose the DPS. But it's okay.
If you're not getting the siren down, it doesn't matter if you survive. You're gonna have problems.
I mean, sea storm's about to happen. Melee on the boat. You need to go and be at the side of the boat. On the bot.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never escape the sea's wrath.
Beware.
Coming on, do ya? Heard some, so spare you.
Beware.
Coming on, do ya?
Beware.
Coming on, do ya?
Range number. Middle. Side.
Beware.
Coming on, do ya? The sea's bounty can be quite
Beware.
coming on, do ya?
Beware.
You to the bone.
Green side, slow down.
Come to our siren. 2.
Beware.
You to the bone. The sea's bounty can be quite allure. Feel a cold coming on, do ya?
Green side, slow down.
You to the bone. Heard some, so spare you.
Beware.
Coming on, do ya?
Beware.
You to the bone.
Alright, pick it back up. Oh, wow, okay.
Kill him. We're at 5.
Beware.
You to the bone. Claim you.
Left side. Your range should be near purple if your melee. to stack as two groups on top of each other as possible.
Do we want both tanks stacked on each other?
We're gonna keep moving together. We're gonna be running our stuff out. Oh, he hit 100. What did he hit 100?
Nobody interrupted him.
Oh,
Okay.
Are melee supposed to stack on the tanks, or is that a no?
It was your fault,
Yeah.
Dev. You're supposed to interrupt.
No, normally I do, but fine.
I feel
Almost anyone could have been
like
done.
ripping on Dev.
You can blame me all you want, but technically.
I did tell him to get good last night. I did.
This is true.
So true.
That's what we went to? That's annoying.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but at least that's easily fixable. And look, no one died on the siren.
Do you want to move the extra DPS over into your side?
I moved Urge.
Oh no, I don't want to be over there now.
Good.
I'll just deal with it, Urge.
I want to be over there with him.
So what I don't understand is if we kill our boat boss first, and then we try to teleport, it takes us to the other boat.
Correct.
So why does it matter if we have to keep it even?
Because
So,
the ghost
because
channels.
when one dies, they
The
go
ghost
into
channels, that's right.
material form and they channel into the boss. And we don't want that.
All right.
If it's
How
like
did
a couple percent, that's not a big deal. But if it's like 30%, we're not gonna make it.
How did the heals feel?
Well, I didn't go so
I was busy.
I think we did better on the storm placement.
I was using Art Strike a lot.
Hey, look, blast.
Yeah.
I was watching people's health. It looked a little sketchy at times. It wasn't horrible, but it definitely looked like really we should have an extra healer on the other side. Just
That's how it always looks.
I know. Well,
Okay. I'll switch back to heals. Play it safe.
Well, we've got one less on our side now, so
yeah, let's. I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to keep it the way it was.
Okay.
Until healing becomes a. This is definitely the problem we're having. Just only change a few small things.
Like interrupting.
Yeah.
That might be useful.
I like that Thack is in his own group.
He's just that good.
That's what it is.
Couldn't fit in with the other 5.
Always a bridesmaid.
Never a bride.
I have tusks and it's
5,
annoying me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never escape the siege trap.
Where's my?
Feel the cold coming on, do ya?
Siren.
Spell your youth. Feel the cold coming on, do ya?
Beware.
Coming on, do ya?
I think you guys have to do more DPS on your side.
Siren.
The siege bounty can be quite
Siren.
to the bone.
You guys need to slow down.
To the bone.
We're gonna have to. As soon as we interrupt, off the boss.
Beware. You to the bone. Her song shall spell your chill you to the bone.
Away from that.
Beware. Chill you to the bone.
Pop the shield and let's just kill him. They're close enough. Okay, left side. As soon as he hits about a second left on his time on his cast, make sure they're up. Doesn't matter who. I don't get it for some reason. Try and stay to the left side of the platform, trying to group up as much of this shit as possible. Except that way, I'm standing.
The storm surges within.
Keep stacking up. Dev.
You want me to go hit him?
Yeah, go.
Beware.
Trying to keep the swells all grouped up a little bit.
Oh,
Circle. Circle. Let's just stay grouped up here.
Beware.
Up. Pick you off. Tell me. Yeah. Well, in 3, make sure you're standing kind of stacked up on people. Clear this. Next person will whale. Try and clear this up.
Oh no, innervate, please.
Oh, I didn't get to the back.
I'm
So he's in the center.
I got the boss.
go ahead and dispel it.
Kill the ad. Make sure you're stacked up near the boss. Whale needs to clear that up. Yep. Head to the back.
I'll taunt him and you go after him.
Spell me.
Need somebody in here with me.
Yeah, Urge can't be trying to soak those alone. The blue circles, people need to be in those.
I'm back here.
Adds up in the back.
There's 2.
Dispel it.
Beware.
Too.
That means we have 2 whales, though. But yeah.
We always get 2 at one point in time.
Eventually, yes.
Beware.
I mean, that was down to 39%.
It seemed to be a lot better.
Still having problems with people not stacking. Like, I'm watching people run over to the blue circles and they're just all spread out throughout it. No, you should all be like one spot on top of each other, because when the shit drops, we want nice, clean piles that are easy to clean up instead of everywhere. If at all possible, there's any possibility whatsoever, you need to be stacked on at least a couple other people wherever you're moving in the room, to minimize the number of times people poop without anyone else around them.
Are we gonna do like left, right, kind of?
It's a little too chaotic for that with the blue circles that go on, just to have everyone stand in them. So it's kind of a little bit of organized chaos. You can call it anything. Basically, if you're standing in the blue circle, stand as close to the middle of it as possible. Everyone else should be standing on top of you as well, and then only move when the swells happen and you have to get out of the ship. If you're on the
Did they always pull the tank away?
For what?
Did you see the dino fly down, pick up the tank, and then
Yes,
drop
they
it?
always have.
And I think this might be a little bit easier too, because I'm pretty sure this other.
How are you doing on mana, Thak?
I've been good.
Good enough to give me the wisdom? Or whatever it is? The pally buff?
Maybe not, but we could try
Okay.
it.
Don't do it. Don't give it away.
Double wisdom?
Double wisdom all the way!
Except they made that so it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh.
Nope, they changed wisdom to not give health, and then they also made it not stack. Because apparently
guess-
that was the meta, and pallies cannot be in the meta.
So Dev, you're gonna have to give him your wisdom.
Alright, I can head over there.
Alright,
So meet me at the dock.
Yeah, on the dock.
So they do this in very. They don't put the ad all the way at the back because it seems you spend too much time running around after it and damaging.
That makes sense.
They actually drop the ad back where I put the blue, and they're pretty much dropping it almost on top of where the ranged are. And then there's hunter traps, all sorts of stuff meant to slow it, and the range deal with it until it gets about halfway up the platform to near the boss. Then the melee jump in and help out if it gets too far. And then if there's a blue circle in the back, all the range just go stand in. If there's a blue circle near the front, all the melee go stand in. And they just stay stacked kind of on top of each other as they move around.
I like it.
So would it be better, like you want us to stay on purple? Would it be better for there to be somebody with an icon that we could stand?
Well, what you have to understand is what they're doing is they're starting on the purple, and imagine there's a line straight across, not towards the boss, 90 degrees to the boss, across the platform. And as soon as swell goes out, they just as a group move, basically shuffle 5 feet to the right.
Yeah,
Another one,
you mean on the video?
Sorry, yes.
I saw on the video, yes.
And if there's a blue circle, they all move over there, and then they move back. Problem is you're losing a lot of time. I mean, if you can move it, if you can drop it a little further back, still within range, that's fine. But we're spending too much time running people around, not enough time focusing on the ad, focus on the boss. We don't get enough time on the boss. Especially when we get 2 ads up, that's a problem. So let's just try some small changes and see where they go.
Once I click ready, and apparently I hit the portal.
Doesn't look like Brax is here right now.
Like, are you Frost?
2, 1.
You'll never escape the sea's wrath. Feel cold coming on, do ya? The sea's bounty can be quite alluring. I'll chill you to the bone. Beware. You to the bone.
Storm. Man, these timers are not.
Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Should be a siren right now.
I don't.
There it is.
Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Seriously, me again? I don't have any defensives.
Feel cold coming on, do ya? Beware. Coming on, do ya? The siege bounty can be
We gotta slow down.
I was gonna stop after the next one. Sheila.
I'm going through shit.
Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Beat the shroud, do the interrupt, and then stop on the boss. So, well. Catch up. Storm shortly.
Coming on, do ya? Her song shall spell you
Siren.
and chill you to the bone.
After the siren's dead, let's kill him.
Beware. Coming on, do ya? Will make you pay. Embrace the road. Judgment is at hand.
Haley's all over by green. Green marker. That's hero.
Hero,
as well.
surely?
Hero. First blue. Range move that melee, just stay where you are. Move to the right a little bit. Okay, range, go back to where you were. Be an ad coming up. So there's a trap underneath it. Or a path.
Okay, take it.
Okay, go for it. Go to the next swell. I'm moving right.
Spell it.
Melee should be staying on the boss right now. Go back up and swell. Melee move to that. I know it's not great, but just deal with it. You grab him.
Add up.
To be stacked on the bear if you're melee. Spell me, please. Yep, kill the ad.
Beware.
Okay, melee help out. And go to the circle. Okay. Moving back to the bar green. Oh, perfect. I got him. He swell.
Spell it.
Pop one of those battle rises. Okay, melee, start doing the kill the ad. Move to the blue circle too.
Beware.
We're gonna need melee cleared up a little bit here.
Ranged. We have circle. Never mind.
coming down. Or, yeah.
Oh, I
Spell
soaked
me.
that.
3, 2,
Add.
Beware.
I guess we're down again.
Yeah, sorry.
Melee should be in this one, unfortunately.
2, 1.
I got lost.
No, just spell if.
We have 2 ads coming now.
We should hero.
We did. Second ad. Melee back on the boss for a moment. We're gonna fall behind if we
Beware.
swell.
I got the boss if you want to get over it.
Dispel me, please.
Oh shit.
Pretty much, melee, just stay on the boss. Do everything you can to slow that ad down.
We have a thingy in the back. Up, I didn't turtle in.
Getting far more chaotic.
Spell if.
There's another ad coming down. There's a swell on the back.
Do what you can to slow it down. Keep on the boss for 20%.
3,
Innervate, please.
1.
Beware.
The spell if. Okay, go. I got him.
Spell me.
3, 2, 1.
On the boss. Just beat the boss down. Beat the boss down. 15 seconds. I know we're probably not going to get it, but let's get as low as we can. So, 7%.
Not bad.
Yeah, too much. We got to cut down on the amount of moving, and we really need to keep melee more on the boss.
I think the only thing in the back we could do better is 3 people to soak those. And keep an eye out behind us, because I don't think people are seeing them.
We should be trying to get multiple tar traps in front of them, too.
Sure am.
I've been dropping my capacitor totem and my earthbind, but I honestly wasn't paying attention to whether those were working or not. Well, I'll keep dropping my earthbind.
Yeah, I don't think you can totally root them, but you can slow them.
Chains has been working.
Yep.
The problem is every time you change, you're coming off the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's why I'm going to say let's forego that one and just rely on tar traps and whatever we can do ranged-wise. Slow them down.
Innervate is a 3-minute cooldown.
Yes.
How long would you say we were on this phase of the fight?
Well, whoever's got live logs can look at it.
I have a lot. I forgot to
Just
make a
under
live.
3 minutes. Or just over 3
Okay.
minutes, sorry.
I think I can hold off on my mana push until we get back here. That should help. Because last time I popped one, and then we ended up killing them right away, and then coming back here. So I could have saved it and used a replenishment.
Yeah, I've always found that part of the fight where you come back to this location is the best time for replenishment because there's no real damage until they actually interrupt.
Yes. We're going to hero earlier, too. Do we need to swap one of the DPS?
I'm pretty weak, so
And
yeah,
swap
maybe.
you for Prax. Right, because I know he can pull more damage, but that might even it out for an extra range too.
Okie dokie.
As long as you can keep killing the siren.
Yeah. Well, with more range, that's a little bit easier.
And more dots means more damage just sitting on the boss while you're dealing with.
So, everyone look ready. That's fine.
Yeah, it's the blood elbow.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never escape the sea's wrath! Beware. You to the bone. Here's some! Shall spare you!
Siren.
You to the bone.
Everyone's moving away from that.
Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Beware.
Coming on, do ya?
Siren momentarily.
The sea's bounty can be quite alluring. Beware. Chill you to the bone. Run away, little girl. Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Beware. And then Siren.
Here's some! Shall spare you! Beware. You to the bone. Beware. You to the bone.
Boy. Yeet.
Beware. Coming on, do ya?
Get a battle res on Dev before you leave the boat.
Claim you!
Let the sea claim me.
What?
I thought the same thing.
Hey, hero. Mainly remember you're staying on the Vaz as much as possible. Oh.
The storm surges within.
Tell me.
3,
See another trap up here too. 2 in a row.
Maybe we put our stuff down.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that melee.
They aren't stacked.
I will always put mine by the. Eliana. Or,
Go.
Spelleth.
Beware.
Swells fixed up front. Blue. Take him. Back.
3, 2, 1.
Spell me, please.
Beware.
Help with the ad while we're standing here.
3, 2, 1.
What? Use your Master Sword. That's what the Guardians are for. That's what the Master Sword's for.
Wait, we can hear you. Yeah, I got him.
Sorry.
3, 2,
The Spelleth.
Beware.
What's happening?
Anyone want to slow that guy?
Second storm.
Soak on the right.
Dispel me, please.
2, 1.
Beware.
Soak behind us, guys.
We've got 2 ads that are just on the boss. Yeah, it's a roll. Okay, what are we losing people to there?
That entirely was my fault. I was just being absent-minded. Sorry about that.
He didn't use the Master Sword.
Sea Swell. Devastating Sea Swell. So was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yep, I was trying to put my tar trap down, and Sea Swell was coming up, so.
We got that
tunnel
sorted.
vision.
Then we
Wait a minute.
Sure will. I'll get right on that.
I tunnel visioned my action bar. Sorry.
Can we get a repair mount, please?
Is it
Yeah,
is it just the tar trap, or does concussive shot work too?
Haven't
Isn't
tried it.
Is that a daze or is that a slow?
It's a slow.
Slow.
Then in theory, yes.
I'll try it.
Give it a shot. I don't even have tar trap on my bar. I just use concussive shot for most things.
I think in this case it lasts for.
Yeah, probably.
6 seconds.
Do you guys want to push it as 2 healers, or do you want me to switch now that Hal is here?
I think I'm feeling okay.
All right. More DPS, the better.
I died on the boat because I got the shocky orb thing, and I jumped into the lines after getting out, and then I was like, shit, and I ended up jumping into both at the same time.
I just spit out my drink all over my keyboard. Give me a second.
I'm just envisioning Master Sword and like Coke all over the key.
That's probably
Not
exactly
Coke, it's tea. Leave me alone.
Fucking British. Even the Canadian. Yeah, but no, both my deaths were my fault, and I was just being dumb.
Oh, okay, you moved like over to the other side.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to watch our damage because I don't think it's gonna be nearly balanced here, but.
Not with Hella in here, no.
I'm sorry I threw off the balance of your raid.
boss.
Just don't use a flask.
As long as you can do 7% of the boss's health, then we're good. That's all we need.
You're relegated to shield duty for the first part.
The hell kind of crap?
Well, that was fun.
How did you spit it up on your keyboard?
I took a sip and I choked and I spit everywhere.
He was
Supposed to
laughing
back
at my
off a
jokes.
couple of inches when you start choking.
Okay.
So good.
I'm drunk off Guinness and tacos. Like,
Good for you. Good for you.
Oh, I forgot I got some dragon milk.
oh wait. I gotta fix a line in my cooldown macro.
Do you have a one-shot macro?
Oh,
I do.
happy birthday, Hella.
Thank you.
Your birthday? Oh, happy
Yes.
I don't believe you.
How did Urge know?
I've been talking to Urge all day.
Oh, okay.
He was asking me what time break was. I'm like, and he's late.
Hey, you know what? Tacos.
He had an important date with tacos and Guinness.
I had tacos, and the girlfriend wanted to spend time, and then the little ones, and then raid, and then tacos, and then Guinness, and then raid.
And more
Man.
Guinness.
I know all, so don't.
Really? Is that what happened to Prowl in your spellbook?
Shut your face.
Alright, I'm not flask, I'm just raid buff. No flask, no potion. That's the line I had to edit in the CDs macro.
It's okay. We'll allow you to stay.
I wonder how many of the general nerds are now going to itemize me to see if I'm actually over.
5,
Already on
nerds.
it.
3, 2, 1.
You must be taught a lesson. No escape from the sky's fury. The storm brings ruin to the unworthy.
Siren.
Siren on the right.
Split you apart.
Everland, I won't let you go over.
We've been killing it much better today.
Yeah, no one's died to Siren yet tonight. Knock on
Shut
wood.
up.
Knock on wood.
That's because you're over there.
We
No
are
one's
on
scared.
wood.
Guys, be sure you're interrupting that at the first possible.
No escape from the sky's fury.
You talk like me when you're drunk.
I have a secret. People are just want to prove me wrong.
Well,
Siren
it is
on the
all
left.
range over here.
Sky's fury.
Siren.
I think I said that.
Just those who defy you.
You know you're melee, right, Dev?
No, he forgets sometimes.
We talking about?
Don't interrupt. Thank you.
No escape from the sky's fury. Voice rings through.
I'll point out we're falling behind the other side, other boat. Can't have this happen. What's going on?
Let the skies split you apart.
Siren left. Cal, you're a target.
You could have Dev jump off.
No, no one's jumping off.
Damn, she just melted.
Like butter.
I wasted my inter. Thank you.
Keep going. Kill both.
No escape from the sky's fury.
2%.
Just those.
Transfer. Well done.
We needed you.
I like positive Hella.
Hero. Nope. Range are all stacked up. Good. Gonna interrupt that. 1 second left. Good.
Drunkella knows we can all do it.
3, 2, 1.
Range, get that, please. Yep. Take him. Strongly, please.
2, 1.
I think it works.
Good.
Every little bit helps.
Melee. It's us. Let's get stacked on the bear again.
3, 2,
Or not.
1.
Or not.
They killed. Did you guys kill that Ed before?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. They're getting on. They're getting good on it. Keep going.
So
Okay,
proud.
Go get him.
Oh, gotcha. I got it, coach. Dispel.
We need a whale up here, please. Whenever the next one comes over.
How dare you? I'm very
One more
sensitive
person.
about my body.
Alright. Get us all melee stacked up again. Take the boss.
2, 1.
Felony. On that melee, keep going.
Soak the ire.
Okay, melee, kill it.
2, 1.
Nice. And
Oof. I'm not gonna get melee this time.
get Cal back up.
So much seized whale.
Yeah, clean the back up, and then we'll clean melee next.
Good boss.
Yep, got him.
Dispel.
1.
Moving over to orange side. That's melee. Yep. Melee.
There's another one coming
Second
down the pipes.
storm, I'm slowing.
3, 2,
Take the bottom.
Beware.
Follow me, please. Now I need this spell. Healer.
What's down here?
Yeah, I got the balls. We're in that.
So. Oh.
We gotta go to the left hand side. Too much shit.
You get fast up.
The storm's
Storm's
hauling
on.
fat ass.
3, 1.
Hey, we need melee to stay. We need to spend more time on the boss, or we're falling behind.
Range stack back up.
Here,
Here
go to
comes
the-
another
go,
one.
Go drop yours on the ad.
3, 2,
Dispel.
1.
10%.
Beware.
Energy's looking good.
There's this well way in the back.
Okay, as soon as that storm buys, everyone's on the boss. Go, go, go.
Front.
That includes range. Get on the boss. 5%. Before he can get a cast off. He's only at 50 energy.
1.
Everyone's TPS in the boss.
Oh yeah, we got it. No problem.
Everybody's on the boss.
Yeah, we got this.
There you
Game
go.
over.
Very nice.
Okay,
And
you're
everybody's
welcome.
awake.
Where's my loot?
Oh, God. It's in a chest.
Drunkella knew he could do it.
I knew you could do it.
Hey, a breastplate.
Now, who knows the Jaina fight?
That's when
Oh,
the troll
only a
princess
little bit.
returned.
I do. I do.
Blood in her
Okay,
eyes.
who here has killed Jaina on?
I have. I have.
I know you have. You shush.
No bragging. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so besides me and Owen.
Nada.
Buddy.
Oh my god.
Be alive here. invaded our city.
I'm
and
watching.
killed our
Happy
king.
birthday!
You need my aid, Captain.
This is what I get
Take
for my
these horde
birthday.
champions and pursue
I have
the
to teach
murderers.
the Jaina
Bring
fight.
me the head
I
of
actually
all
watched the
Proudmoore.
last
It will be so
20
princess.
seconds of
Heroes,
that
come
mythic
aboard.
world first.
Own a can. You don't have to do that.
So yeah, I have a little experience.
So I'm checking real quick, checking the Azure piece I got in case someone was hoping that I was.
We really should just focus on phase by phase and then work on it.
Yes, like Depone, that's exactly what we're doing to.
Does anyone know of expurgation stacks per thing of it I have?
I still want Jaina to have my baby. Did anybody want that leather piece Graf has up? Because then I have a wand that I need to wave around and roll.
Do that on your own
Bippity
time.
boppity boop.
Oh, there's a bunch of boop. Jaina had my babies.
Going rolling up.
Nope.
Damn it, Dev.
You little snake.
I needed that on my prop palette.
Yeah, it's got the same trait. The traits that I would be picking are the same as the ones I've already got on the chess piece I got. And MS. Because I don't think expurgation is better than the hammer thing.
No, the hammer thing's like twice as good.
Indomitable justice.
Hella, are you gonna mind control the ad in phase 1?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna MC the one to Jaina's right, which is gonna be our left as we face, and run them off. And then anything that I can at the back as soon as, oh shit, as soon as the ads spawn up, I'm gonna try to stop them before they drop the bombs, and I'm gonna run them off the ship. My DPS is gonna suck for the first phase.
Trespassing in our waters. Consider this your only warning. Turn your vessel back to port and look after your dead, or you will soon join them. I have heard of you, Jaina Proudmoore. The little girl who betrayed her father and lost her brother to war. Failure is your family legacy. If you know so much about me, Captain, then you would have been wise to run while you still had the chance. You will pay for your crimes. All hands, attack!
Alright, who wants to give the rundown of phase 1?
Give or get a rundown?
I get to shoot the ballista, right?
Yeah, when the boat comes up one side or the other, we have to shoot as many of them as we possibly can. I think
And
it's
then
6.
you also have to deal with fire on the ground.
I agree with someone needs to explain the foreplay on this fight.
Well, you want to start off by kissing Jaina's neck. Ever so lightly.
I think she's gonna murder us if we try.
We look like Horde. Keep that in mind.
Maybe she doesn't like kissing.
Alright, I'll give her a shot, and then Hella, if you want to add. So, not too sure about the tank mechanics, but I think one of you get Avalanche, and that clears the fire. We do need at least one fire, because she does this big thing. I don't know what it's called, but we have to stand in the fire quickly so that our flash freeze is dropped off. Then we get out of the fire. It's not enough damage, it's going to hurt us, so when she's about to do it, everybody steps into the fire, and then you can step out. Boat will come up on either the right or the left. We use the ballista things, or whatever they're called, ballistas, I don't know, to shoot at the boat. And again, they can be caught on fire, so it's kind of good if we can get those fires out so we can use them. Barista, yeah, give me a coffee. There will be barrels that'll be dropped on the deck. We need to grab them, carry them over, and then you get a different action item button where you can throw it over the edge. We need to do that any ranged or healers.
Watch your extra spell button. It will change as you get closer to the edge to where you throw it. It will change the...
That's all I can add.
Can you repeat that last part about the extra spell? Do what?
So there will be a barrel that drops on the ground. You'll see it, just like a normal barrel on the deck in front of us. You walk to it, you click on it with a little gear item to pick it up, and you get an extra action item or button. And you walk towards the edge. The closer you get to the edge, there'll be a break point where you actually show a little foot that you can kick it off the boat, and then you can go back doing what you're doing. We need to get rid of those barrels quick so they don't explode on the deck.
Okay.
I'm going to minimize the number of barrels that there are on the ship by using mind control. The ads that'll spawn are going to be Cold Tier and Marines. There should be, I think there's 2 on normal. I know there's 3 in Heroic. Everybody's going to want to focus the right Cold Tier and Marine as we stand here and face them. I'm going to take the left one out by mind control. Just jump them off the ship. You got the avalanche, right?
I did, but I'm not clear if that's only a tank thing or tank that gets it. Or
No, the avalanche is 2 either melee or ranged. It should be 2 people. You have to run around and leave the frost auras, the swirls on the floor above the fire to clear the fire. You have to leave 1 spot of fire up in order to take, what is it, Frost Nova. Whenever she casts Frost Nova, it's a huge fucking debuff up next to the boss. You have to be standing in fire or you're going to be rooted. If you get rooted, that's healer mana that's going to be wasted. You don't get heals, you die.
So, quick question. Are we going to go 3 healers for this fight, or are we going to stick with 2?
Yeah, 3. I was typing there. That would just...
Don't forget to check your flasks.
Oh, I've got 3 minutes. This is a quick fight.
What a quick fight, my ass is like a 12-minute. And I wish I were being sarcastic on that. It really is. I think in Heroic, we spent 10, 11 minutes per pull, and that was getting her to phase 4. If somehow by the off chance we do get her out of phase 1, she is going to freeze the right side of the ship where I'm pinging the map, and it's going to be a tunnel that leads to the underwater portion. As you're running through, there's going to be ice tornadoes and frost orbs that are headed in your direction. Please, for the love of all, or you're going to be in an ice block and we have to break you out. That's going to suck. Just before we phase from phase 1 into phase 1-5, you need to put every applicable dot on her so we can find her in the dark, because that run between here and there is dark. You're only going to have basically, what, like 5 yards radius around you, so be careful of that. Once you get into the underwater portion, somebody brave, or myself, needs to run up and interrupt Jaina. That way the lights come on and you start phase. Let's get to that before we do any other explanation. Let's see the fight, get an idea, get a feel for it, and then we'll discuss after our first death. Any other final questions before Asira leads us to our...
I gotta go to the bathroom.
That is not a question, sir. Sit down.
Get a urinal.
I have to go to the bathroom?
You can hold it for a few minutes, Satch.
What is my bladder needs to be empty?
I guess technically that's a question. Alright, her...
Don't be so
If it's good enough for Jeopardy, it's good enough for here.
What is going to the bathroom?
Fuck whoever did that.
I got this.
Don't you dare fucking pull, or I'll throw you over the board. Overpriced, it's called. Not over.
No, I wrecked the fucking train. God damn it.
Oh, God bless you.
How did you do that?
It's another toy.
Oh, nice. Where do you get it?
From buying it.
Yeah, I think it's in Dalaran.
That one, little XT, you buy.
Yeah, the little XT will do it too.
Yeah, the wind-up train wrecker.
Oh,
Probably
that.
for an achievement.
Satch is back.
Is that an achievement, really?
Yeah, the train wrecker's an achievement.
Oh, yeah, I've got that one. I gotta put it on my bar.
Okay.
Lead us into death.
Asira, I just want to say I'm sorry if I hijack being raid leader and raid caller for the next few polls.
Don't
Oh,
apologize, just don't do it.
If it becomes a problem, I can just server mute him, then he can't talk to anyone.
Like I did on Champions the first time we came.
Something
Oh
like
my God, that was terrible. You weren't
Hey,
even
we
drinking
one-shot that shit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Colterus!
Keep her up next to the bow.
I will freeze you where you
There's the barrel. Get another barrel. And I'll work more on the Marines here.
Be with it.
Alright, so stay out of those. Because there's your...
If you need to go stand in the fire.
Oh.
Get rid of your stacks.
If you get the
Gone.
cold
They're gone.
debuff, stand in the... Otherwise, no. Grasp of Frost is coming in... Actually, my DBM's fucked.
4,
5
Okay,
seconds.
get ready.
We have a boat.
Ring of Ice. This is where stand and fire in 3, 2, stand and fire. Look at all the failure. That's that one right there. That's what you use to clear the fire.
Okay.
Whatever that was called.
Avalanche. That was avalanche.
Boat people, boat.
Beware.
Looks like the freezing blast can clear it too.
Okay, here come Matt. Which is basically my mechanic.
Four, 3, 2.
I will freeze you where
Ring of Ice, stand and fire in 3, 2, 1.
you will be washed away.
Well done.
I hope you don't mind.
Avalanche, run and clear up some of this fire, please. Wonderful.
Beware.
Just don't stand in the afterdots or it gives ticking damage.
It's a breakpoint, 70 or 60?
60.
Left boat. Incoming.
Left ship.
Beware.
Oh, I missed.
Go drop your stacks.
It didn't even go anywhere.
Marines.
4, 3,
I got the Marines, I just need the bombs taken off the ship. Stand and fire. And clear. Good job.
I will freeze you where
She's
you
gonna
stand.
phase in 5%. Get ready for the mid-run. Clear your stacks. Stand into the fire, clear your cold debuff. Because you're gonna want it completely clear Pat whenever we... Okay, we're phasing now. Apply all dots, and then come stand up here with me.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Good job so far, guys.
We're good at standing
Watch your
fire.
feet.
I lured you into open waters because out here you have no.
Owner, are you going to interrupt?
I don't know if I can. I don't think I have anything.
She's up to the upper left. Keep going that direct. Guys, watch your feet.
I'm with her, but I don't have anything to interrupt with.
Ah, shit.
Ah, fuck.
I do. It's fine. I got it.
And I'm frozen solid. There's 5, 6, 7 now frozen.
How are you supposed to step in there when all the shit just like spawns on top of
That's what I'm saying. You
Roger.
gotta have. Last time we had a rogue that was able to interrupt. But I don't know where she's at.
It's time we.
Good job. Break everybody else out of the ice. Get the broadsides over the unexploded. Up here, up here.
There are barrels.
Oh,
The tide moves against
there are frozen barrels on the ground.
Yep.
Good job. You actually did. Break this.
Broadside hits them, they start on fire.
Yeah,
Can
well,
I speak
we have
for
to
a
break
second,
them all.
Hella? Let me speak for a second. Grim, while you're here, could you put markers over the barrels?
Oh
that
God,
we
yes,
don't have to
please.
set them in
Beware.
Do I use my revival?
Oh, my tab.
There we
triggered.
go. If you have a cold debuff, get up here with this bomb right now.
all weapons. Open fire.
And then we need markers on all of these barrels here.
Well, me being at 1 health is not helping.
So we have another barrel back here that's
It's on off.
If everybody sees the star barrel, that's the last one we touch.
Beware.
correct.
Right.
So what do those barrels do?
So you see how some of us have a stacking debuff of cold. The barrels break open ice blocks. They get rid of frozen in place AoEs. And
They're
then
like the fires that are in the first phase.
correct.
That's all you really need to know. And the broadside set them off.
So all the broadsides need to be focused where the markers are going. And there's actually going to be one more mark. I'm not going to make that one. And then back here where this star barrel is the one that we explode last, because the phase 2-5 is actually her going. Oh no.
Ah,
Yeah, we need that last one exploded.
Yep, this one over here where I just died needs
Purple
to be.
is- yeah, diamond's open.
I've been trying to blow it up and I got stuck in a ray.
But someone with broadside needs to be over there.
That broadside needs to be put on the barrels and then just left alone until we get to that point.
Okay, there's way too much talking going on. If you're gonna give directions, it needs to be about 4 words or less. Broadside, purple. That's it. Because we're spending, all I'm hearing is people talking for like 6 sentences at a time, and I can't even hear the fight that's going on. I can't even hear my own PBM.
Broadside was already dropped on purple. We need to kill it now.
Okay, that's clear and concise. I don't need a novel.
The tide moves against you.
So here's a question. When I died, I got a thing that said Totemic Revival. What was that from?
That was mine.
Beware.
It's an auto res if you want.
Now she'll kill me. There we go.
Beware of me.
Yeah, how did you get that? I'm really confused.
Dang, Jaina, you sexy.
The Totemic Revival?
Yeah.
It's a talent.
Oh, okay. So you just tossed me a battle rat.
It's an area. It's an AOE thing. It's anybody that dies within the life of the totem can be rezzed.
Okay, I was confused, and I was like, do I use this? Do I not use this?
Oh, Dev, get good.
Yeah, no, Grim, you said that you being at like 1 health wasn't helping, so I just used it promptly on hands on you.
I see 14.
I totally saw that.
Somebody add us or join us, but we are 14. So
It may have been Brax. I think he went DC'd or AFK'd earlier or something, because
his computer froze.
No.
How appropriate
no.
with a Jaina fight.
Video card driver. Weird.
Oh, so your video card drivers froze.
Yeah. Caused me to you for some stupid reason. Caused everything to lock up.
You sound like you're talking like Jar Jar Binks. What did you say?
Really?
Oh, that sounds normal.
Use of the Boomba.
I tried to connect the Discord on my phone and it was causing me issues, and I couldn't use the voice chat part of it.
Oh, are we in a break? Oh, no, I don't see a timer. Okay.
No.
No.
I just quit talking.
Well, that's a good thing. It was a good overview. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. No, we got her.
I enjoyed it.
I'm just switching back and forth to the hockey game. It's breaking my heart. Fuck.
So something that's bugging me. So they say boat port side, and it's on our left, but that's not the boat's port. That's the boat's starboard, because you look from the helm to the stern, and that's where you get your direction.
But the boat's going backwards. It's kind of weird. You see it?
We're in
So,
right now.
so the reason why it's that way is because Talanji is up at the helm, so it is looking correctly from her point of view.
What's wrong with this boat?
This is why I put the markers on either side, so you can just call out the marker, red side or skull side.
Talanji is fighting a water elemental. She's not at the helm. The captain's at the helm.
Is that my port or stage port?
Susie.
Who said that, Dak?
Yeah.
Read my mind.
How is this boat going backwards is my next question.
They are skilled.
Hard astern,
The Horde made it.
full reverse.
I don't think it is going backwards. This is
No,
the
it's just built backwards.
Right beside the road.
It's just
built backwards.
bizarro.
Attack the jib.
Who would build a boat like this?
Trolls.
Captain, we're heading to an iceberg. Where is it? I can't see it. There's a giant thing in my way.
A Blizzard developer that's never been near a fucking boat in their life.
And
That's it.
Oh,
He's
that
fired.
reminds me.
Okay, we gonna take this res? I want to make another pull before we go take a break.
What res?
Yours.
Brax,
I'm
on
here.
you.
It says
Been
you're
here the
dead.
entire time. No, I'm here.
Ugh.
It shows that you're dead on my
You're
screen.
dead.
I'm jumping.
No, you're dead.
No.
You're dead.
You're
I'll
dead.
do a reload, see if I see anything different.
Your body is on the ground and you have 0 health. It's not a raid frame.
Oh,
He's
Reload your
alive.
screen.
He's alive on my screen.
It won't let me set him on fire, so maybe he is alive.
That's weird. You're still showing dead after a reload for me.
I'm physically walking around.
No, not on our
Not
screen.
on mine.
Same, dead here.
I just shot 2 cannons.
I saw the cannon shoot.
The
Rax is a
invisible-
ghost. Oh my science.
Okay, cannon all the way to the back right hand side. Shoot.
Perfect. We'll never be
Your
able to
body's
see
still
him
dead
coming.
on the ground.
Even though the cannon shot, your body is dead on the ground.
Can the healers heal him?
Alright, let's just kick him and keep going.
No,
Yeah.
don't kick him. Don't kick him. If he can't be killed, then we're gonna one-shot Jaina next thing.
Oh my lord.
You can't kill somebody that's already fucking dead.
Dev, do not report
Tell
this.
that
Tell
all the
that to
un-
Sylvanus.
I was about to
Tell that to all the
say.
undead that are in here.
You also can't heal him.
Yeah,
He
that's the
shouldn't
problem.
need healing.
if
His
I
health
can't be
bar is
killed.
0.
Yeah,
He'll stay at 1 health.
it's the
Guys,
perfect
the
crime.
clock's ticking.
Precisely.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody reload your UIs. Everybody do that. Brax included.
Did anybody have questions after phase 2 started?
What's phase
I
3
had
look like?
questions, but I wanted to do another poll.
I'm
Phase
still
3 is a rush to beat down a wall before we all die.
Just like the monk and the mage thing.
Sounds
Yeah.
political.
You have to tear down a wall, and then you're gonna come up against Nathanos and Jaina's water elemental. You have to break Nathanos, whatever, out of his ice block, and then he will stop the impending floor of instant ice block.
So are we gonna have Graph sprint up and interrupt?
Hey, don't try to rest him.
We've already tried.
I reloaded and he's still dead on my
Yep,
screen.
mine
Hey guys,
too.
poll in 4.
3,
3 pot.
2, 1.
The tide rises. I will freeze you where you stand.
Right side. It's gold.
Well, I can't take damage.
Are you doing damage?
Oh, there it goes.
He's tracking on my screen.
I see you now.
There's a bomb back here by the last.
Their vessel is bound for the deep.
Yeah, why is Graf dead?
I fell off.
Oh,
Taunt.
Oh, now I see Kazakh alive.
Beware.
Two,
ring.
1.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Fire in 2, 1, stand and fire.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Give them a taste of our cannons.
That
Ship
is
coming
red
up, X side.
Beware. Charges set.
There's a bomb in the back.
Beware.
They belong to the sharks now.
Three,
Comes ring.
2,
I will freeze you where you stand.
2, 1.
Nice and toasty.
I hope you don't mind
Enemy
the
vessel
cold.
off the starboard side.
That's skull.
The ghosts.
Beware.
flying bear instant returns.
Cracks crashed again.
No, I'm alive.
It's not a bad oh crap button.
It's just funny watching the flying bear.
Beware.
Phasing in 5. Let's get her down.
Ring will clear all of our stocks anyway.
3, 2, 1.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Fire. There you go. Push over.
I will
1%.
freeze you where you stand.
Oh, I thought we were a phase tree.
Damn it, no.
Like the Horde might get the upper hand.
Daughter.
The Lord Admiral turned the tables.
Now.
God vessels on the horizon. You have nowhere left.
They have a lot of cool new spell effects for this
You
fight.
really think I've been running, Captain?
I feel like I'm fighting Anna.
Impossible.
That's because you watched the Frozen trailer today.
I moved you into open waters because out here you have no hope of escape.
It's so chilly.
There she is.
Oh,
I got her.
I was almost in. I was almost.
Bring her to orange. Bring her to orange.
Free tank.
I hope you don't mind, Cole.
This time we run that to the edge of the room. Why is she not following me? There.
Broadside on marker.
On orange. Don't pop the other one. Only one person needs the AoE. Everyone else just run out.
I'm frozen.
Break the block.
We didn't get a fire.
You're not gonna get a fire. You have to break the barrel.
All broadside does is take the shield off.
I'm gonna die if I don't get out of this ice block.
The tide moves against
Good company.
I died trying to get you out of.
Unexploded barrels. We have to blow those up.
I thought the broadside does that. 'Cause
Broadside only.
That's. Can I finish, please? Thank you. I was watching a video, and that's all they did was drop the broadside on it, and it exploded.
They must have changed the mechanic then. The only thing I've ever seen broadside do was take the ice off of it so the raid could.
Okay. Because yeah, they were dropping it directly on it, and it started on fire immediately.
Was it the first broadside that knocked the ice, or was it the second one? Was there a second broadside that was dropped on?
Don't know. I think it was only one person that dropped his.
Do we have a repair?
To repair bot over here.
The first set of broadsides that come out need to be on orange and whichever one above that one on the left side of the room. The one that hasn't been marked or wasn't marked, or that way we can at least get 2 of them down, then the next broadside can go to the other side of the room.
Drax, on my screen it showed you in the back of the boat the whole fight.
You can heal me at all?
No, I could, but you were just standing back there doing nothing.
So why is the orange one first? I get why the star one is last, but why is the orange one first?
Because it's the first one as we enter the room.
The what?
It's just the first munition as we enter the room. It just helps to keep, like you're making a 3-sided box going around the room. It's just for simplification.
Because we're a lot closer to the unmarked one, because it took a hell of a lot of work for me to move her across the room like that.
Okay, so if you take the one that's up closest to her, and then you go down to orange, then which one are you going to want to go to next? It would be the star one by the wall that we need at the end. Either way, you're going to track her across the room, one way or the other, whether you do it at the beginning or...
I don't know why she was so hard to move though.
She might have been mid-cast whenever she was doing Avalanche.
Yeah, she was casting Avalanche on me.
Casting a lot of shit and not moving. But I was the active tank on her. I don't know why she was casting Avalanche on you.
Because it targets a random raid. It's not directed at a tank, it's a raid.
I'm pretty sure Avalanche is a tank mechanic. It's not marked as tank. That's weird. Again, I don't get it. Apparently all the guides are wrong because they say ordnance explodes when it gets by Avalanche. They say that Avalanche is a tank or broadside. Avalanche is a tank mechanic. So I get it. Guys,
I haven't seen anyone else get Avalanche except for you guys.
I know.
Has anyone?
But we're being told it's not a tank mechanic. Like, contrary. One more and then we'll take a fight.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the Alliance! I will freeze you where you stand!
Red side, go.
Hope the Kultirans can swim better than they say.
Beware.
2, 1.
I will freeze you where you stand! I will freeze you where you stand!
Let's go.
Bombs are in place!
They are sunk. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
Four, 3, 2,
I will freeze you where you stand! I hope you don't mind. Cold.
Red.
There's a bomb in the back.
Beware. Charge is set!
4, 3, 2, 1.
I will freeze you where you stand!
Yeah, why is Brax just standing in the back here?
I'm
Might have
not. I'm
crashed again.
running around. No, I'm still here.
You're standing in the back of the fire.
I'm not. I'm literally running around.
I can't heal you.
You have nowhere left to run, Ice Witch.
You really think I've been running running, Captain?
Okay, well then, I don't know what's going on here.
He's alive now.
I lured you into open waters because out here you have no hope of escape.
Like I'm right beside you, Kevin.
Once you see the small little circles on the ground, you can just head towards where they're coming from. Takes where that was not fair.
Can't interrupt her?
You have to get.
Can't get close to it.
Yeah, I have to get within melee range. Most people are frozen.
Beware.
You will be washed away. I hope you don't mind the cold.
Wow, come on, Jaina, just run.
Beware.
Oh wait, I can shapeshift out of it.
All weapons, open fire.
Think we hit it enough?
Yes. Alright, there's. Don't pop the next one.
I have broadside.
That one's already been popped. There's no ice.
Beware.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Go ahead and taunt.
That's popping now. It's not too much.
For crying out loud.
Get your stacks cleared. Get away from.
I'm frozen.
All weapons, open fire.
Where?
In the avalanche, apparently.
Oh, I see you now.
I think it's
Hey.
I was really slowed down for some reason. That hasn't happened before. That.
Beware.
shit on the ground.
As your stacks get higher,
Oh,
you get slower.
Yes,
If you get 20 stacks, then you get frozen.
Beware.
And you get stacks from standing in anything on the ground or taking damage from anything related.
This is 40%, right?
Let's pop this next one. Yes,
30.
40%. It's 40 according to the guys I'm looking at. It's 30, then that's fucked up.
Well, technically, she stops at 10%. Technically, it is 30%.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Forgot she's gonna do that every time.
There we go. It's all
All weapons, open fire.
Beware.
The tide moves against you.
I saw that on the.
Beware.
Yeah, ouch.
And all these guides I have are wrong. Great.
So just before the break point, we should pop this last barrel so we
On.
have stuff.
I'd pop at about 35.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Aren't we supposed to hero on this face?
No.
No.
No, she ice spawned.
It's the wall
Pop
you
it.
want
I'm
the
at 15.
hero.
I'm at 15, so let's pop it now. Oh, never mind, I'm frozen. Yeah.
Break the ordinance.
Yeah, break the ordinance.
I hope you don't mind the cold.
Don't be in the circle, big red circle, when the fire explosion goes off.
Cannons, fire!
Beware.
gonna go right across the middle of the room. There it goes. I'm at 17. Oh,
I will freeze you where you stand.
you gotta run to the entrance of the room by the wall.
Be over here by me. I'm on the wall.
This is where you would pop hero and beat down the wall.
Before the floor of doom comes up and ice blocks it.
That does not give you a lot of time.
Oh, crap.
Hunter's Pet will do it, don't worry.
He's trying.
Attacking the wrong person.
Hey, I'm out.
For a second.
Me too, right?
And I'm back in it.
You will be washed away. Beware. Beware of me.
Wow, 10 minutes and 18 seconds for that.
Wow, we stretched that out because we had half of everyone in the game.
Can you see me walking around?
No. You've been in the same spot since.
Yeah, you're still standing in the same spot. You've got a sliver of health, and it's not changing no matter how many times.
Send me
Oh,
back
it went
in.
to full. Why
No,
did
I
you
have
switch
to
out your
go.
game?
It's not game. Send me back in. That's all you gotta do.
Taking a break now.
Yeah.
Am I good now?
See. Which boggles my brain because A, it's not listed that way in the dungeon journal. It's not listed as a tank mechanic. In phase 1, it's listed as a tank mechanic. In phase 2, it is not listed as a tank mechanic anymore. What?
Move away from Jaina when targeted by avalanche to better avoid the shards of ice. That's gotta be the phase 2 mechanic.
That's the phase 2 one. Phase 1, it doesn't spawn shards of ice that spread across the ground. In phase 2, it does.
Right, the avalanche or freezing blast clears the fire on.
Yeah.
So you were right about that one, sir.
I'm so confused how like some of these guides can be right about some stuff, wrong about other things, and then the Dungeon Journal's right about some stuff and wrong about other things.
I'm sorry that I was just trying to speak from experience how I saw everything and how I really need to go into my Twitch and just do like a clip of the last pull whenever I first killed Jane on normal and make that be like, you know, an overview for. Actually, that's not half bad an idea.
Because that's even what the Wowhead guide says, which comes from Fat Boss. It doesn't say anything about clearing the ice from them and then having to attack them yourself. It just says hit them with broadside and they'll explode.
Every time I've ever seen a double broadside dropped on one, it does no effect to the barrel. I've always seen the raiders have to be the ones to break the barrel to.
Well, I get it. I can't argue with what I'm seeing in the fight. It's just it irritates me that these guides say one thing and then that's not the case anymore. I get that beta is beta, but update your fucking guides as soon as you see it in live.
I don't even have my videos anymore. Only thing I have is like a 30-second snip of the Jaina. And then there's 5.5 hours of heroic Jaina pulse. What the fuck? Oh, I'm no help, I'm sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe, hang on. No, because that says destroy the barrels by hitting them with broadside, not... So, okay, so that's misleading then. Destroy the unexploded ordnance barrels by hitting them with broadside to use their burning explosion to remove chilling touch.
Yeah.
That's misleading as fuck.
And that's what the video guides I was watching say too. They pretty much say the exact same thing. Hit it with broadside and then stand in the fire. They don't talk about the steps needed in between that.
Right, it doesn't say that you have to knock it out.
Because as far as I'm seeing it, 3 people in our size group, 3 people take broadside. So that means the first 3 can break the ice on 3 of them. And then the next set breaks the 4th one. Because you don't need to do... You can break the ice as quickly as possible. You just don't damage the bombs until you need them.
You know, I wonder if that means to stack all 3 broadsides on one barrel, and maybe that makes it...
We did that. It didn't explode.
Yeah,
It didn't do it.
It's just weird the way that's...
So then what...
Maybe it did in the beta.
Might have. But this shit's been live for 4 weeks now. You'd think they'd up...
What are y'all reading?
Normal Jaina.
But like what guide?
I've been through the ones that came out with the beta, the Hazelnutty Games ones. That's the one I was looking at in the video. Then I went to the Wowhead guide, which is based off Fat Boss, and those are at best ambiguous or misleading.
Starting to look like a lot of it's misleading.
Well, and you can see they cut corners on the Dungeon Journal because really the description for Broadside should tell you somewhere in the Dungeon Journal it should say Broadside breaks the ice. But it doesn't.
Right, it should say use broadside to break the ice of the unexploded ordnances.
Refracted
So
ice.
you-
This is in the Dungeon Journal. Refractive ice. The object is encased in refractive ice, reducing its damage taken by 99%. Being struck with broadside will shatter.
I see. I have Lady Jaina Proudmoore selected in the abilities tab, and I don't see any of that in there.
Stage 2.
I
Frozen
do.
Sea. Unexpected
Frozen
ordnance
seas.
or unexploded or is it ordnance?
Okay, it's under Frozen Seas for some reason.
Because it's stage 2.
Frozen Seas is stage 2, yeah.
Stage 2 is called Frozen Wrath.
And part of it's the frozen seas.
Yeah.
And then if you break down each one of them, that's where it's at under unexploded ordnance. And it talks about the ice.
Upon being destroyed, the order. It doesn't explain the order of events required properly, but whatever. It doesn't.
Frozen ordnance, break it with
Broadside.
the broadside, and then hope that's clear.
So ideally, you can just have some range DPS, bring it down pretty low, and then pop when you need to.
They don't have a lot of health, honestly, so I would not check that.
It was water zero, like 300 Ks all.
It's not a lot of health. It doesn't take any time at all. Okay, in that phase, there's there's broadside, and then there's another marker that people get, which is basically run away from it, because the further you are away from it, it explodes. And then the ice one. The more ice damage you take, the faster your stacks get up. You hit 20 stacks, you get frozen. You don't want it.
That's Siege Breaker Blast.
Yeah, Siege Breaker Blast. Everyone needs to run away from whoever's got them. Or get them away and move further away from them. And then the other one was the Ice Comet. Icefall. It's a comet that lands on the side of the room, but you'll see an arrow out of where it's going to land, and that arrow shows you where the line across the room is going to be drawn with all that shit on the ground.
Right, it comes from the walls of the room, the four.
Yeah, it's projected from where the comet lands, but you can, before it even lands, you can see where it's going to project. Bam.
And then I think it's like a 10-yard radius of the middle of that line there. It's not a 5, it's definitely.
Yeah, it's large. And if you step on that, you take stacks very quickly.
Sorry, my game just like froze up last full.
Is that a pun about this fight?
Nope. It was like 1 minute I was okay, and then you pulled, and I was like, well, shit, I see now.
Because we all froze at the end of that fight.
I was froze at the beginning.
Supposed to stand in fire to prevent.
Mm-hmm. Like I saw no graphics on the ground. I heard no talking.
5, 4, 3,
I know.
1.
Too quiet.
For the Alliance!
Enemy
I
vessel
will freeze you where you stand!
Manticores!
Skull.
The deck is rigged to explode!
A fine shot! The vessel is bound for the deep!
Beware.
100%. Go clear your stacks. Before we transition.
Bombs are in place! It looked like the Horde might get the upper hand. Lord Admiral turned the tables.
Guard vessels on the
Run away,
horizon.
little girl.
You have nowhere left to run. Ice Witch.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Impossible!
What's cooler than being cool?
Open waters.
Ice
Out
Queen.
here, you have no hope of escape.
Bullshit.
Got her. Damn.
Shit.
It's gonna hurt.
The tide moves against you.
Yep.
I hope you don't mind the cold.
Beware.
This one
All
broken.
weapons, open fire.
And I'm gonna.
The other one's broken though. The moon is.
Wow. Most of the raid is dead. We can't have people dying like this.
Collectively, we've got to get better at not getting in those ice blocks.
Yeah, not touching shit on the ground and taking multiple stacks and getting. Honestly, I think if you're melee, just focus on dodging.
Beware.
Don't try and run up and interrupt. Make sure you're dodging that, because some of the range interrupt is a lot easier to get Jaina.
Of me.
Yeah, I thought I could shadow step to it, but I don't think I can.
Well, I have a range interrupt.
I tried to interrupt last time. I was in range and it wouldn't work.
Someone might have got a split second for you. Definitely works.
If melee wants to hang out at the beginning of the room, I can pretty well get up there and get her at least in.
Yeah, because we're getting way too many people frozen.
And then that stops the little like frost sparks that are coming across.
Watch your flask.
It's not ready yet.
Should I keep calling up the side with the ship?
Someone should. I can't see it.
It helps.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The sea answers my call.
The fact that you can just run them off the side of the ship is both hilarious and sad at the same time. From a design standpoint.
How do you run them off the side?
Mind control.
Uh-oh.
During beta, I mind controlled Jaina once.
Fred, what did you have her do?
The deck is rigged to explode.
Keep that to rule 34.
Beware.
They are sunk. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
Let's go.
Man the gods. They are soaked. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
Beware.
Four.
I will freeze you where you stand. I hope you don't mind the cold.
Well, I stood in that.
Good job. You might as well get used to not standing in that. Because on heroic, you need to be out of the ring. You can't just stand in a fire that's in the ring.
I did stand in that. That's what I was confused about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Get out of the ring, then find a fire that's not in the ice.
Oh, okay.
Push.
It looked like the Horde might get the upper
GG.
hand. Lord Admiral turned the tables.
Hard vessels on the horizon. You have nowhere left to run. Ice Witch.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Impossible.
I lured you into open waters because out here you have no hope of escape.
Yeah, if I turn my camera down, I can actually see it. Oh, sometimes. There it goes. Looks like. I'm dodging the small little circles, the big circles.
There we go. Damn it!
Stop. Yeah, I have to stop turning my camera down because I wasn't able to see that.
Fuck's sakes.
Beware.
I hope
I'm
you
about to
don't
be frozen.
mind the cold.
Yep.
Get those hands across.
And an avalanche.
I'm gonna get.
All weapons, open fire!
Everyone should be grouped up around the barrel if you're not running something out.
Zeppelin smoke and blood.
Beware.
There's all the people just standing. There's the next barrel. We shouldn't have popped that so soon.
It's hard. I'm cleaving. I can't do anything about that.
I will have to keep the boss further away.
Beware.
I will freeze you where you stand!
Should I take this?
Yes.
We'll need you for the wall.
All weapons, open fire!
Let's pop diamond. Make sure you get in the fire. If you're gonna get frozen, at least freeze if you're near it. There we go. Yeah, one more, we're gonna pop at about 34, 35%. Explode. Keep her here. We need to broadside it though.
Broadside's in 9 seconds. 8.
I will freeze you where you stand!
One
Yeah,
of you
the
drop,
three.
one of you drop it on it.
Careful, don't phase.
Pop the fire. Pop the fire. Head to the wall.
Get on the wall.
Hero. Go off the wall. Don't stand in the fire.
Get right up on the wall. It's deceiving.
Help that wall.
Run, 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 run. Get Nanthanos out, cleave the ad.
Move to one of the sides too.
You guys in the back, move up.
What are you waiting for? Finish her.
Drag the ad out, watch your feet.
He's a hell of a lot of help.
Out where?
Out here, back out onto the floor.
Back towards the boss. God damn it.
I don't want to get frozen.
Just learn to let it go. Basically back to phase 2 with 1 or 2 new abilities. Got an AoE cone, by the way.
Ow.
Lots of arcane shit on the ground.
There's
You're
no
also-
fires during this phase.
So
Oh,
be
God.
careful. Be careful how you get frozen.
Get the tanks out.
Ice
Ice
blocks,
block.
first priority.
Frozen.
Second priority, prismatic image. Third, Jane.
There's an image in the back.
Back to
Got to be frozen.
Beware.
you know, avoid all the attacks. Kind of. 10
You guys
seconds.
gotta get closer to the boss because they can't be that far away.
Moves against cannons. Fire!
Beware.
Take mine now.
Both tanks are about to be frozen.
You will be washed away.
So assuming everyone enters that phase with 0, and no one
Thank you.
stands in anything, everyone gets frozen at the same time. You pretty much have to space things out, and some people need to get frozen sooner than other people so that we don't have everyone frozen at the same time. Kind of how you have to juggle that. We had a lot of ice stacks.
Do the images of her show up anywhere or just close to people?
They're random around the room, no? Or mirror image.
Yeah, but are they normally like close to another player or are they on just any part of the room?
I don't know.
Considering there was no one around that part of the room when it spawned, I'd say random.
I'm gonna.
The only thing that I saw was there was a lot of range really, really far back, so running out to break them out, and then having to run back in, it's a problem.
Okay, but something to keep in mind too is we went into that last phase with a number of people that were really high on stack. That's what really shouldn't happen. We were doing something wrong if that's the case. We should have had more time on that before anyone was frozen.
So you take more stacks in the ice tunnel than you do when you're out in the room. That's why I said the elemental needed to.
Okay, so to clarify, as soon as Nathanos is free, drag everything back into the room, is what you're saying.
Nathanos breaks out. He says, "What are you waiting for? Finish her." He stops the impending floor of ice shit. You have to wait for that. If you step into it, you're gonna ice block.
Right, but it should disappear as soon as he's free, so you can make your way back into the room. Is what I'm getting. Okay. That's 10% of his power. Yes, we're using the power of a Mary Sue in order to finish this fight.
I like how he yells at us for not having killed her. It's just like, I don't see you helping. You were just an ice block before we broke you out.
Where is he right now?
Up on the deck, getting attacked by 2 Marines. No, sorry, he's shooting down, and he's not doing a good job at it either.
You don't have to be good at anything when you have plot armor.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Colterus! I hope you don't mind, Cole.
Give them a taste of our cannons.
Fred.
They are soaked. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
Run away!
Four. One.
I will freeze you where you stand!
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
You can just get to the edge here. Oh,
I hope you don't mind the cold.
I needed a slightly better step.
Cool dividends on the starboard side.
Skull.
Bombs are in place!
They are soaked. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
Run away!
Morning.
Yeah, I've got him.
4, 3, 2,
I will freeze you where you stand! I will freeze you where you stand!
Okay.
You can easily tell the people who didn't run out. Like they're supposed to.
How was that?
They're ice cubes.
They're ice cubes.
Red.
Give them a taste of our cannons.
Give them a taste of our cannon. These aren't cannons.
A fine shot. Their vessel is bound for the
Looked like the Horde might get the upper hand. The Lord Admiral turned that away, little girl.
hard vessels on the horizon. You have nowhere left to run. Ice Witch.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Impossible.
I lured you into open waters, because out here, you have no hope of escape. It's time we finish this.
Freaking start.
Beam.
I will freeze you where you stand.
There.
After she cast that ray, I just started running. Like, I know what's coming up.
Beware.
Cannons fire!
Let's pop the ordnance. Pop circle. Before I die. Oh.
You will be washed away.
Ow.
Oh, come on, I'm in that.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for standing on top of that cow.
You need the broadside moon as well.
Beware.
I didn't have anything on me. Jaina just came and smacked me in the face.
Both tanks were either dead or taunted.
Oh, that's what happened? Okay.
Coming through the center of the room.
I'll pop that
I
yet.
hope you don't mind cold.
Well, it's low.
I know. It's gonna go off on its own. Okay, that's fine. This timing.
Well, shit.
Cannons fire!
It'd be nice if my active mitigation did anything on this fight.
Yeah, not much
Needs
physical
magic
damage.
reduction.
Beware.
Okay, let's pop diamond.
She doesn't give a crap how much armor I have.
Clear your stack.
I hope you don't mind the cold.
I'm sorry.
I can't move.
Do you want it?
Pop the last one, yeah.
Okay.
All weapons, open fire!
Saw that.
Did I fuck you?
No, no.
Oh, battle res.
Beware.
To the wall!
I will freeze you where you stand.
Hero.
Off hero stone. Down to the yes.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Okay, big wall.
We got a lot of shit under us. That was
Yeah. That was just bad luck. Hump the wall.
I already did. It didn't save me.
No.
Hi, Dev.
What's up? You're just dumping your goblin.
You like that? You want to collect that for the repairs?
What are you waiting for? Finish her.
Okay, hold
Ah.
back. Breaking 2 out.
I went too soon.
Actually, they're out all on their own.
Yeah, they break cut after 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. Go on. Practice.
Do you want her to just keep casting until she goes to almost full?
Well, we gotta kill the ad. Don't take the ad into the thing.
Oh, it's about to explode.
She's got 80 seconds left.
Frozen. Good luck, everybody else.
Smack. There goes North Elemental.
Oh, I'm frozen too.
Don't bring me out, then I can be held accountable.
I was gonna make you be the accountable one. Do you see how I look?
You got a taunt, get good.
So many enemies.
Oh, I went on Husey.
Oh, come on, you can at least kill the elemental. Hey, small victory.
You know, I think it occurs to me now. Me and Zach can say we survived.
Yeah,
the death
so
wave
images
and all
do,
we got.
do appear in random places.
Oh, how cool. When the elemental died, the wall blocked back up again.
Cancel for your escape.
Because I'm on the outside of it.
Urge's body was claimed by the wall. Just want to point that out.
And I'm on the outside of it.
Zach, me and you can now officially say we survived the death wave and all we got was this lousy repair bill.
That's right. I'm gonna get t-shirts.
Speaking of that, do we have a bot or something to drop?
Yep. One sec.
And Graph is floating in midair.
The true master.
Now his skeleton is.
I see it.
Yes.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
David is pumped.
Any questions?
Ah, apparently I broke their system. Supposed to be wearing horde colors, but it put me back in normal transmog.
No, it hasn't.
You're still wearing hard colors on my screen.
On my screen,
Reload your screen.
no.
You still got those dumb toe.
No, I
iron
don't.
toe
No, I don't. Those only come back if I reload my screen.
I like how they're steel-toed boots, but because trolls don't wear boots, they're just steel-toed.
It's like bicycle pedals.
Yep. Yeah, everyone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The tide rises.
Guess we don't have a mind control now. Still in the end.
I hope you don't mind the
Oh,
cold
we gotta do this
rain.
hard, right?
You know, if you taunt back and drop your stacks on the fire, I can go cap one instead.
Yeah, the first phase really doesn't require it.
Not as long as we have fire to drop stacks.
That's true. Hey, there's fire.
Deck is rigged to explode.
I'll just taunt when you get the avalanche, so she doesn't move too much.
She doesn't even move during avalanche. I noticed.
Is she not during the cast? She might chase you down if you're too far away.
Sure.
I will freeze you where you stand. I will freeze
That was my
you
trinket,
where you
I swear.
stand.
Gone.
Cool Tyrants on the starboard side.
Let's go.
They are soft. Nothing left but ash and splinters.
4, 3, 2. I will freeze you where you stand. I will freeze you where you stand.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Cool Tyran colors off our port side.
Red.
Clear your stacks. And
Oh, hey, look, fire right there.
1%.
Marines.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Like the Horde might get the
60,
upper
kill the
hand.
marine.
Lord Admiral, turn the tables.
Point it.
Hard vessels on the horizon. You have nowhere left to run. Ice Reach.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Impossible.
I lured you into open waters because out here you have no hope of escape.
The hell?
It's time we finish this.
Ugh.
Getting star.
I got the interrupt and it still froze me mid skull dash.
That broadside.
I will freeze you where
I got
you
frozen in
stand.
a really weird position.
Beware.
Pop this one. Your circle. Pop circle, don't worry about breaking me out. The fire will do.
What the hell?
Don't cleave onto that one yet.
Beware.
The ordnance is getting damaged.
That's fine. That's fine. I know it's taking a bit of damage, but it's prolonging, so it's actually good to go now. When it explodes, just pop it.
Pop it so I can avalanche.
I hope you don't mind.
Running.
Cole.
Make sure you taunt.
Already did.
Cannons fire!
pop diamond for 40%.
I have her.
I know. I'm trying to freeze myself near the fire.
Beware.
Pop the last one, about 30.
I will freeze you
Just
where
leave it.
you stand.
I got it. Pop it. The last one.
I will freeze you
Clear
where
your
you
stacks,
stand.
get to the wall.
I'm literally dead on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. Drive by battle res.
Oh, come on. If.
He took it inside.
Fuck you.
Got it.
Fuck you.
Okay, we're moving back to the...
I can only res you. I can't accept that res for.
On to Jaina.
Now should Cal and Graf try to get frozen?
That's what you want to do, because I'm at 12. I should really get my stuff filled.
I'm at 16. I'm gonna get frozen before.
Okay. Okay, I'll take her as soon as you hit 20.
Prismatic.
Focus on the bear.
Bear is frozen.
I'm at 15, 17, 19.
Bear's out, don't worry.
I'm frozen. There's an image in the middle. There you go. Good.
I'm about to get frozen. I'm 17.
Gotta try and avoid as much stuff as you guys. Ice can.
I'm at 17 stacks. I'm frozen shortly.
Try and get yourself frozen on top of the boss so we can leave you free. And we're gonna start
Oh.
moving here.
When do you get frozen?
At 20.
Beware.
That ice fall's going right through the middle of the room. You see
It's
where the
17
arrow's pointing? You
stacks.
see where the arrow's
I'm
pointing?
frozen. Please help.
I'm frozen. I'm dead. Oh, totemic revival.
Who did that right to the middle?
She did. The boss did. I was calling it out like 3 times.
Yes, I didn't realize it was that big.
It was going on during the second phase.
Okay. While you're dead, I want you to pay attention to what Icefall is. It's a meteor that hits the ground, and there's this gigantic arrow that points towards into the room. When it goes off, everything in the line from where that arrow is pointing gets turned into one big thing as it's off.
Bear's frozen.
Beware.
I got it.
Prismatic.
We'll move as soon as we can.
I'll back up so we don't overlap. Because you only have 3 stacks.
See, that's
Okay, see it?
Icefall. That's Icefall in the corner there. Looks like a giant
Okay.
clock hand.
Over by purple.
Where it's pointing is going to turn into a gigantic line. Like that, right there. Oh,
Holy crap, that gave me 14 stacks.
yeah, you cannot be standing in that shit.
Yeesh.
And we just need 10 more percent on it.
I felt like that was kind of good.
Yeah, we just gotta clean up that last phase. Not stand in shit. Not get hit by ice things. So when you hear the ice fall is about to come, you need to look around the edge, find out where it's pointing, and don't be in a line of that. 'Cause it's massive amounts of damage for being in it, and then stepping on it is also hurt.
Have a good night, guys.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Do it with 2 healers, or do we say 3? Okay. 2.
So did Hella just disappear?
Something, it's his birthday and he'll do what he wants.
Okay.
He always does that anyway. He suddenly shows up and he suddenly disappears.
You can tell because it's much quieter.
Yes, thank you, Griff. That's exactly what I meant.
Like, this is a terrible fight to be a frost mage on. I see your spells and I'm like, oh shit!
So,
See, ice
you know
block
the
square
second
grid.
boss, the Jade Fired Masters we do in that phase where we have to run through the maze. I have been so tempted to drop my Ring of Peace right in the middle of the way and see how many of you rats just stop.
So, like, I'm gonna guess that ice blocks are like square roots, so when you combine 2 of them, you just negate the 2.
We get it. You can survive this fight no matter what.
It's like,
I can increase my armor.
hell yeah, that
It
help you
doesn't
so
do
much.
anything.
4,
It
What
doesn't
were
make
they
me cry.
fucking thinking?
1.
The sea answers my call.
There's a reason I'm leveling up another tank,
I
just in
will
case.
freeze you where you stand.
Paladin?
Be a warrior.
Warrior. It's a warrior. He just hit level 102.
That's no better. They can't do anything with magic either.
Spell Reflect.
Spell reflect. Ignore
Every
pain.
30 seconds.
So, it's still more often than he can Spell Reflect on his druid.
Ignore pain still absorbs stuff. All damage.
Oh, Spell Reflect I was talking about, but yes.
Yeah.
Where's the fire?
That's a lot of fun.
Ugh, okay, got it.
Blizzard, let's get rid of
Nice.
magic reduction on tanks. Also, Blizzard, let's make a boss that's entirely magic based.
Washed away.
2,
What the heck? Did I get...
Freeze you where you stand.
Knocked off.
No, did I get aggro in cat form?
I almost got frozen at one point.
Cold.
Oh. I was... Yeah, I'm like right next to the boss right now. This makes me sad.
Cold Tyrann colors, offer both sides.
That's red.
I'll just stay bare form.
Beware.
Marines.
The deck is rigged to explode. Beware.
That was like the 4th time he just tried to shoot me off.
2,
I will freeze you where you stand. The tide moves against you. I hope you don't mind, cold.
Hope the good Tyrann can swim better than they say. Enemy vessel off the starboard side.
That's gold.
Command the gods.
So Thak's down. We're down to 1 healer.
Beware.
Oh, good.
Don't be res.
It's 5-2, so let's all just jump off and get one more good attempt into this. Jump off the boat!
I regret nothing.
Beware.
Every
Stay-
time she says, "I hope you don't mind the cold," I always think she's gonna follow up. It never bothered me anyway.
Yeah. Actually, half this flight I keep thinking the captain is her. Like, when did Jaina get such a weird accent?
She spent so much time in the Zendalor, man.
I don't know about you, but I'm just waiting for her to ask me what killed the dinosaur.
Is there any way we can repair anyway on this?
Yeah, stay as DPS. We're gonna get this one. We're gonna do this. Just we had some dumb
So
ups there.
here's a question.
Give her
Is-
all crappy Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze.
Is Jaina willing to sacrifice our love? Because I'm pretty sure she's cold as ice.
There's a repair mat or a repair bot right here, Graph.
Thank you.
I would just like to point out that I do not have privileges to kick Dev out of the race.
That might be for better. For now. For now. Alright.
I'm sorry.
One more good attempt. Just find that extra 10% in the last phase. Kill it.
Five,
I'm gonna need
Four.
everyone to chill.
3, 2, 1.
Hey,
The sea
chill out.
answers my call.
Bombs are in place!
Enemy vessel. I hope you don't mind.
I need to have a Mr. Freeze soundboard by the next time we do it.
Well, you gotta add in some various other things, like May voice lines.
Bombs are in place!
Hope the Culturians can swim better than they say.
Ah, ice, my one weakness.
My one water-based weakness.
Ice
Ah, fire, my other weakness.
Beware.
Fire, my one heat-based weakness.
3, 2, 1.
I will freeze you where you stand.
One of the few times you stand in the fire.
I will freeze you where you stand.
It's a boost to DPS.
Beware.
Enemy vessel off the starboard side. Mark
That's
the
Skull.
guns.
No, she said the cannons. Not the ballista.
Barista?
Don't fire the barista.
Ballistic fish.
Go clear your stacks.
That's just rude on a.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Run away, little girl.
I was
hope you
rooted.
don't mind cold.
Not standing in the fire.
Beware.
Culturan colors upper port side.
Beware. Beware.
100%.
Hope the Culturians can swim better than they
Have
say.
some fire clear stacks to get in. Bye.
4, 3,
Batch.
2.
It looked like the Horde might get the upper hand. The Lord Admiral turned the tables.
Someone get Satch back up.
Horde vessels on the horizon. You have nowhere left to run.
Can we?
Ice Witch.
Yep, we did.
Really think
His
that
body
was
appears
right,
back where we
Captain?
went.
Oh, that's right.
We got like body nets off the side of the thing, and they hook our bodies back up.
I lured you into open waters because
It's
out
like a
here,
fishing trawler.
you have no hope of escape. It's time we finish this.
What the hell?
Hello?
Beware.
It's funny because your exaggerated way of saying hell sounds like hail. And
Yep.
it's an ice
I
fight.
hope you don't mind cold.
Yeah, we need a broadside over here.
Beware.
I got one.
Get her off me, please. 15.
All weapons, open fire!
Pop that fire. That'll break the
Purple
loose.
is broadsided as well now.
Oh, I thought I was in it. Damn it.
Beware. Beware.
Nice fall.
I hope you don't mind the cold. You will be
Avalanche.
washed away!
Oh, I missed the timer on that completely.
If you were really good at killing me.
There we go. I'm standing in the fire. This fight's over.
Cannons, fire!
I'm at like a 2-to-1 kill to resi ratio.
Ooh, explode.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that getting rid of all
The
damage,
tide
or
moves
changing all
against you.
damage reduction to physical damage reduction was a good idea.
It wouldn't be that bad if my frenzied regen were not.
Okay, Cal, this is all up to you as the master warlock.
Play dead! She'll never know the difference.
You will be washed away!
Oh, that's good. Nice job.
Convincing. Very convincing. Alright. We'll be back.
Yes,
I just like how we realized that they're driving the boat fucking backwards.
They're not. This is the way it's designed.
Well, no, because the stern, you wouldn't have the pointed end at the front of the ship, because that's supposed to break the waves so you can actually go through it. The pointed end is at the hind of the ship right now, so obviously the ship was not designed to be sailed.
No, look at the front of it. This is a rudder, dude.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
at the back of the
we're
boat.
at the back end of the boat.
The front looks like a Dargan.
What the fuck? I don't understand this fucking ship.
The
Okay, what I want you to
Iron
do
ships are designed different than the Horde ones.
Can I get?
after I hearth, you run to the front of the ship and just jump off the side and look at.
They put the cabins at the front of the ship instead of the back of the ship.
That's a horrible design, especially when they put a fucking wall behind where the we. Because
It's a video game.
He's just
But it,
the design of
I can turn into a bear.
Exactly.
Hella can fly if he wants.
I'd like to point out that Jaina's boat can fly. Do you want to go after
Yeah.
that one too?
Well,